Hi everyone, this is AlphaAli. Welcome back to the channel. Hope everyone's doing okay. So today I'm doing a Fluffy's VOD. Fluffy is actually a brand new member to my kind of community over at Twitch, and they are so lovely and kind, and we're going to be VOD viewing their Mercy today. So this is a Plat 4 game, but they usually sit at like Diamond level, so I'm going to be doing this more as like a little bit more of a higher ranked Mercy, just, you know, because I feel as though when we get to more like Plat Diamond level, a lot of like Mercies already know like the basics and stuff, so I'm just going through and kind of like, you know, giving like little tips and basically here and there of what we need to improve on. Once again, you can get your own VOD views. They offer 5,000 channel points, and I do them on Mondays, and then also I stream on Wednesdays, Fridays and Saturdays, and they are just of my normal gameplay. So obviously we've got the Soul Bloom skin on. This is my personal favourite, so I absolutely adore it. And we've got the cute little black cat charm as well. This is the first time I've seen this charm on a VOD view, so this is really cute. So comp. We're looking at a comp. So we have ourselves a Soldier, a Ryan, an Ashe, and a Kiriko. This is a really good like Mercy like damage boost comp, alright? Because you could damage boost, obviously we have the Giga buff Soldier, like he is just insane at the moment. And obviously we have Ashe as well, who's a really good damage boost target. We could damage boost Kunais, and we could also damage boost Ryan, swings, and fire strikes as well. My only thing I'm going to say to you really quickly right now is when your round is starting on control points like this, be sure to switch to Lucio to speed people out, right? The reason is because if you speed your team out, it allows your team to get to the like where you're going to fight, which is going to be this top area. You'll get to there a lot quicker, and then it means that you can brawl a lot quicker, right? So just a tiny little thing just to do there. It literally takes a second. Like as soon as it hits like 1 on like the countdown timer, you can switch to Lucio. Just stay in spawn and speed out, and then as soon as you don't see anyone in your speed area anymore, switch back to Mercy and then just fly out. So we're gonna go ahead and see what happens. For this first bit, I'd be looking to stay with your Soldier. The reason why I'd be a Soldier is because he's going to get there a lot quicker than your Ashe, and it means they can get a lot more like damage boost in. So lovely cancel there, just like staying where you are, really nice. It gets picked off by Widow. Love how you play out to the side, though it's gone res, really nice. Obviously you've registered where she is now, which is great. She's gone, so it's awesome. Threat's gone. Nice. We got to peel back for Ashe, which is nice. Love the heals on the Rhine. Leaving it for Kiri, which is perfect. But the thing is, I would try to get my beam a little bit quicker onto the Ashe. But apart from that, great, like, first round already. So we're playing back. I love what you're playing right now with this Ashe. Lovely ping. Great knowledge. Obviously, she's got it. Okay. I love how you call for your team to get back. Love that res as well. Okay. Nice pistol as well. I was going to say I would maybe like damage boost someone there, but apart from that, really great so far. He's getting to the Soldier. What you can do on this point is you can actually stand up here and like play on top of here. It works like really well when your team of kind of like are like over here a little bit more. Obviously like it's a little bit harder when obviously they start like pushing around here and stuff like that. But I'd like literally just stay up here and just kind of damage boost from up here, and you can like play up here a little bit more. But no, apart from that, really great so far. Lovely pings again. Lovely damage boost. Love how you go to commit with your Soldier, that's great. My other thing is I wouldn't rotate down with him. You did the right thing, obviously damage boosted him. As soon as he's out of that beam range and you know that he's gonna die, you can just stay up here and still like be with your Ashe basically. And that's my only like little tiny little thing there. But that's all good. We'll go back. I would have just gone back up to the Ashe there, but that's fine. They end up kind of flying about. Obviously Reaper, lovely rotation with the super jump. Can't really do anything for the Rhine there, because obviously I know that you're peeling your DPS. Can't do anything about your Soldier either. Ooh, okay. Let's talk about this. In this scenario, when this Reaper is still alive, you do not want to leave anyone, like, to res anyone, right? So it's not your fault that the Soldier dies, because the Soldier kind of just like walks onto him and this Reaper gets him. Instead of going for this res off the side, I'd actually just use the Angelic Descent off the side like you were doing, but just keep your heal beam on this Ashe. The reason why you want to do this is because you don't want to be still like over here, because it can provide, you know, he can still hit you. If you go off to this side, it then gives the Reaper a choice. He either has to focus your Ashe or focus you. Alright? If it goes to focus you, it gives your Ashe like free sightlines and fingers crossed she hits her shots. But obviously if he keeps on focusing this Ashe, you could just keep her tops up and keep her healed, right? Because you going for this res basically kills her off, and then will also kill you off basically by doing so, alright? So Literally just wait till he dies, and then when he's dead, then you can go for this res, alright? But we'll keep on going, see what happens. So we end up flying. Yeah, just die there. Perfect. Nice reset. Really, really smart on that reset there. So I'm just having a bit of my drink because my throat's starting to get a little bit sore today. So I'm heading back. I'd be looking to kind of like damage boost your soldier once again when he's coming in here. Just the same thing again where he's a lot quicker. A lot of damage boost on the fire strikes though. Rotating when it's safe, which is great. Same thing again where I've been looking to damage with soldier. The reason why I want to be with soldier for this entire time, by the way, well, also because he has his visor up right now, but also the fact is that he's near his visor, right? This Ashe is still going to take a little bit more time to get her visor, to get her ultimate up, whereas you want to get this soldier visor as quick as you can so we can use it like as early as it can in this fight, right? I love how you put this blue beam on him now though, which is great. Obviously helping him out. Lovely. When he's with his heal pad, by the way, he's lost like a tiny bit of HP. Don't worry about like having to heal him unless if he gets like below half, because this heal pad does insane amounts of healing now as well, so you can just stick the damage boost on. As soon as you use that ultimate, switch to Ashe though. Lovely ping. We needed to move away a little bit quicker though, alright? I love how you stayed there to ping. Awesome. As soon as you see that though, it needs to be like a quick like, oh my gosh, like get away. Like be scared of him. Think of him as like some like, you know, like a scary bear that's like jumped out of the woods at you, right? It's kind of like the best way to say it, right? Because as soon as you see him, like, and you just don't want to hang about, you know. It's like, oh my gosh, and you just need to fly away. You did the perfect thing though. Lovely, same thing with the ping again. Beam on the Ashe, which is great. Love how you go to soldier though, perfect. It's the same thing again where it's like, instead of dropping down here, I would still, what's it called? I'd still want to be up with this Ashe. The reason is because she still doesn't have her bob yet. If Ashe hits like one like shot now, then she gets her Ashe. She gets her bob basically. And I'd still want to play it up here. Alright? I tried to ping sooner. I mean, it doesn't really matter if like you do ping it or not. Like, don't prioritize the ping over your life, is what I'm trying to say, right? Because a lot of the times, especially when you get higher ranks, a lot of people will just know where people are, and a lot of people also have like the awareness and stuff. Like, as long as you know where he is, if you can get the ping off, great. You know, that's gonna be really, really good for your team. But if you can't get that ping off, don't kind of force yourself to like try and get that ping off. Like, literally just back off if you need to. Love this rotation though, and obviously helping Ashe. As soon as I get picked off, you can res. Nice. And we end up Falcon as well, which is great. Helping Ashe. I'd go and pistol, that was called. That jump, that's just personal opinion. Helping, think if it's fine, yep, get it out. Very nice. I would have got that out a lot sooner though, right? Because when you kind of like hanging about here and you realise that he's not losing any HP like this, just go in. Because it means that you could provide another angle, pressure him out even more, especially if he doesn't have his team. You did fine with this this soldier, obviously going to peel for him. Sadly, he ends up getting picked off. Can't really do anything about it. You did the right thing though, going out with this pistol now. I'm going to see what you do for this though. So, helping Kiri, which is fine, can't really do anything. We end up using Bob. My only thing is that I'd still be active in this fight, especially if your Ashe wants to commit with this Bob. So what you can do is, as she kind of like was up here, you could GA and then GA over to this side. Because you have to realize that the team fight is still very active. You know they're going to have a lot of people, and there's going to be nobody coming back from spawn apart from this Junkrat. How long ago did you kill this Junkrat? It was quite recent. So, just stay here, right? Literally just stay here, help your Ashe over here, and just damage boost from here. You can go on to the point and help the Bob, but I think with a lot of people working him down, it's not going to do anything. So it's best, your best bet is literally, when your Ashe is kind of like here, you would just want to GA and stay on this high ground with her and just pocket her from here. Because then it can give her this alternate angle. She might be able to get this BAP off, and it kind of like keeps the team fight alive for you guys. Especially because you still have control at this point as well, okay? See, because obviously the Bob ends up getting the BAP, which is great. And look, people are coming back now. So obviously lovely rotation again, doing the same thing. Now that's your back out time. So just try to stay present in that team fight a little bit longer. Love how you damage using your Ashe here. So you're not your Ashe, your Honor even. I'd commit in with her though. Love how you realise where the thingy was coming from, by the way. So you realise the Sojourn's back, so that's perfect. Keep an eye on your team as well, which is great. Can't do anything for your soldier there, he just ends up running in. Okay, I want to watch all this back. Because I want to see what happens with your Rhine. Okay, so we end up going in with the Honor, so that's fine. Then we notice Sojourn's back, so that's great. So we do end up going back with Sojourn, which is, you know, perfect, your job. So you're looking at your like teammates, which is perfect. We end up getting this charge shot off, which is great. Okay. I want to see what happens here, because I want to know whether this is your fault or whether it's the Honor's. So she hits a nade, but does it hit the... You're helping Sojourn. Yeah, this is... Okay, yeah, this ain't your fault. I was like, look and see whether you can like help this Rhine out a little bit sooner, but it seems like your Honor missed a lot of shots and then just completely cuts LOS of the Honor. So this is completely like not your fault. You're doing the correct thing here. Just try and stay committed with this Sojourn though, alright? Lovely moving away. Lovely movement away from the tire. Obviously ends up getting her, just fall off. Lovely. He blamed me for dying, but I would have died too. Yeah, honestly, like, you putting your beam on there, especially when there's, like, so many people focusing him, is going to do nothing. Like, if Honor had LOS of him still, then maybe you could have, like, helped to keep him up. But especially when he's cut LOS from the Honor, there is going to be no way that you can help there. Okay. So we're rotating down below. Got this okay. Even with this Reaper ult, you can still, like, maybe try to, like, peek around. Because, for example, he knows this, like, he's going to be focusing this Reinhardt. So he's going to start, what's it called? He's going to start, like, coming over here. What you can do is you can very easily come in GA to this Sojourn. And then come up onto this to kind of keep you out of the way, right? I'd do that just to make sure that you're still with her a little bit sooner. Obviously, they're saying they need help with the Reaper. That's fine. Great. Unfortunately, it just ends up quitting onto you. So I would have tried to get out a little bit sooner there. Especially because you're going to be on the edge of the Blossom. It's very much that you're not going to take as much damage to say that you're in the center. And also he's going to be over like focusing your Reinhardt. So you can literally just get around and get up to help your Sojourn. I don't know whether that wins you the round or not. But it would help you from getting pushed by the Reaper there. Okay? So I'll fast forward it a little bit so we're ready for the next fight. Pretty much the same comp, except, okay, we have an Orisa now. So, more damage boost opportunities here. I'd maybe, like, kind of focus, obviously, damage boost the Orisa when she's a little bit more up close to people. And they have, okay, they have Widow. Lovely res. Okay, I wouldn't have GA'd, like, straight in, okay? So, it was great. This res was great. And then rotating around here to make sure you went in LOS of the Widow. Really, really good. If you want to GA in to go and help, though, you want to GA in and either GA, like, over to here. Or you can GA up and play up here. The only issue with playing up here is, what's it called? You're going to be in sidelines of this Widow. So, you want to kind of, like, basically GA and not be basically GA'd into this Ramatcha, right? But yeah, that was a mistake. I wanted to cancel, but no, it's alright. I think... If you do end up kind of, like, absolutely fingering it, remember you still have, what's it called? You still have that extra, like, because if you GA to someone, there's still, like, a little bit of an extra second where you kind of, like, can still hold the GA meter, if you get me, which gives you time to kind of flick over and just GA over to here, if you, like, do get into trouble, but it's all good. Ends up helping, so that's fine. Okay, so we know where the Widow is again now, we've registered it after she accidentally headshot, like, body shot us. Lovely. Playing around the sides. Same thing again is I wouldn't GA over to go and help these guys. I would literally just GA and just kind of stay here, right? Because you could, if you just GA and then just stay here and hug this pole, it means you're not giving Widow this extra sideline. You can literally stand here. You can blue beam the soldier, or you can blue beam your Sojourn here. I would maybe like kind of go for the soldier because it looks like if he hits a Helix rocket and like one bullet on this Widow, she's like dead. Because that's how broken that soldier is with a damage boost right now. So literally just stay here, hug this wall, and damage boost. But we're going to see what you do. So, obviously we're still playing out of LOS of the Widow, which is great. We're not doing what I said before, obviously like going upwards, which is great. And nice, we end up capping it, which is great. We're just a little bit scruffy on the movement there, but apart from that, that's great. You can push up with your soldier. Okay. Really, really good here. I'm just gonna back it up just to kind of like say I would have pushed up with him a lot sooner. So what? Okay, so back to here. Sorry, we can only skip by like 20 seconds because it's on console, sadly. Okay, so as soon as you see the soldier rotating, I would go and rotate with him, right? But you did the absolute perfect thing of disconnecting this beam, okay? As soon as you saw him hidden and you disconnected that beam, perfect. But now you need to head out, right? Because you do not want to give him away like at all. Like you still being here, especially if he just gets run onto like this, is going to give him away. So what you want to do is you want to just basically fully back off and go and help this Sojourn. And because what the Sojourn will do is normally she'll like hang about like around here-ish. Once she's like got out of this trap, she'll then go and rotate around here, or she'll like play basically where you are. It then means that if your soldier does get pushed onto, you can then do one of those GAs to get in and out. But that's fine. Really good how you disconnected the beam though, which is great. So waiting for him. Great how I did that helix though. Love how you got out of the way as well, which is great. Stay with him. Yep, nice. Honors are getting dope. Lovely peel. Really good peel from your entire team though. Nice damage just on the soldier. Nice. Love how you push up with him now again, which is great. I'd still stay with him. Nice. Love how you're keeping up with him. Obviously, you had the Reaper. Lovely, lovely from the team there. Lovely damage boost as well. Nice. I would have maybe done that a GA in. My only reasoning is because, especially like, because you have this Kiriko on here, and a lot of the times, people just appear here, and I feel as though this is just like my bad luck sometimes maybe, but people just appear here, right? I feel as though what you should have been doing here is just rotating fully into this room when you do that. Just kind of like fling yourself in, because then you could just like play around this drum like this, and you have all damage boost opportunities around here, instead of you just being hanging like here with this soldier, because currently you've only got him as like a target to damage boost. Just fling yourself back here, and just it gives you basically a wider option of people to damage boost, and also it means you're out of the way of the Kiriko as well, which we do end up doing. I would have done that a GA ago, but that's fine, no worries. Lovely. Got the health in your Sojourn. You end up Valken, which is fine. Lovely healing for your Honor. Lovely res. Cannot fault the res. Nice. All your DPS have like ultimates now, so it doesn't really matter too much who you like follow. The rotation of it away. Oh, that gets 2. That's really... You can't res anyone. Okay. I feel as though it's just at this last bit. I feel as though I would have just... as soon as this tire goes off, because you did the right thing of like backing off. This is perfect. As soon as you realize, because you should like know in your head that you've used res like recently, you should know that the res isn't available. Just try and like kind of move yourself forward and get a damage on Sarissa, and you can literally just kind of jump up and super jump and just make sure you're on like the well, like sorry, not the well, the drum even up here, and you can just go and damage boost her up here. The reason is because obviously then it doesn't leave you kind of like out to one side away from like this Junkrat to come and get you and stuff, and it also means if anyone stands like in this like ultimate circle, like trying to contest, they're gonna get absolutely like obliterated by like a damage boosted Orisa. But this is like a very tiny little thing. So overall, Fluffy, great so far. Loving the little emotes as well, by the way. It's super, super cute. I heard Junker did get his killed by his combo. Yeah, which is great that you backed off and stuff like that. Just make sure you're trying to just go as soon as you can. Just try and get yourself into that team fight. Once he's out of that way. I've just gone back all the way to the beginning, haven't I? Just give me a second, everyone. Because I accidentally pressed the button that sends you right the way back to the beginning. So now we're going to have to scroll through this entire thing again. I hope you're all having lovely days. Hope all your days have been great as I do this. You get a little recap though as I'm doing this, like what's happened though, so, you know. Little highlights, I guess. Alright, there we go, we're back now. Okay. put it away. Okay, cool. So we have ourselves a Sojourn and a Widow. I love how you can damage boost this Widow at the beginning. My only thing is that try not to sling yourself up, like, very much, like, up here as you're doing this. Like, be sure when like, you want to GA, just GA and then just GA cancel, like, kind of, like, hover yourself kind of back and down while you're doing so, right? It saves yourself from obviously fling yourself up, which can mean, especially if your Widow don't kill the other Widow, it then basically leaves you a lot less vulnerable to headshots and stuff like that. So just what's it called? Play down here. But I like how you damage boosting the Widow at the beginning. This is really, really great. This is great. Lovely ping. My only thing is now is that as soon, yeah, which you're doing it now, you're obviously going to go peel for people, which is great. Lovely peel. Lovely peel as well for your Orisa now. The other thing is that as soon as you know this Orisa's okay, I'd now be looking to go be with your Sojourn, right? Or like helping your Honor. So as soon as obviously you're going to go and help, I'd kind of like go and maybe go to help your Honor and then just look for that angle on your Sojourn. Yeah, so like at this point basically I'd go and have a look for them. Just on this point, try not to fling yourself up in the air as much. Because those Widowmakers can just appear out of nowhere and just headshot you. Like it's horrendous. So just try to stay on the ground a little bit more at this point. Nice pings again. Honestly, your ping usage is really, really great. Nice how you didn't go up to him. Nice helping. Okay. Ooh, I ended up in the wall. In this scenario, you cannot help your Widow. Okay? At this point, you just have to ignore your Widow. The reason is because you are not close enough to GA, and if you try GAing to her, you run the risk of being shot by this Widowmaker. So you just now have to just leave these two having the little 1v1 and keep this a 4v4 down here. Because if you back off to go and help, you make this a 3v4, and like this little battle here is not affecting the outcome of this current team fight. If you can stay here and just damage boost, for example, when your Sojourn's trapped like that, you can go and damage boost your Orisa instead. Just be a little bit more active in this fight and just damage boost her. Because this is the current battle that's going on, and you GAing over to here, A, puts you at risk, and B, is going to do nothing towards the main general team fight. You just let them have the little 1v1, you know? It's like, you know when people ask for like tour power 1v1s? It's like that. You just have to respect the battle. And obviously your Widow wins now. It means now you can go and help her, but only do it when she peeks you, right? Don't try and force yourself to try and like get to her if she's not going to peek you. You can say like voice lines like, oh, come here for healing if you want to, right? But if this Widow is doing like what she was doing, which was just stood down, like crouched down, like how she was doing, don't bother. Like, there's health packs down there. She can grapple back up, you know? It's fine. She is completely fine as she is. You need to focus your efforts on this team fight, especially because this Widow doesn't have sights as well for this team fight. You just need to focus in on these guys, alright? So obviously you see the Junkrat, which is great. Love the damage boost again. Gearing out, which is perfect. Yeah, it's at this point where you can go and heal, which is perfect. Lovely backwards GA. Lovely. Oh, God. Oh, your Widow getting it. Same thing again, you can go and help heal. Lovely. So just try not to put yourself out in like harm's way to try and get to this Widow, when half the time she could just have this little 1v1. Now this switch to this Reaper, it means that now you might need to peel for her a little bit more. Because when they've got this like Widow like 1v1 going on, then it's just, you know, best Widow wins basically. But then obviously now she's got this Reaper, you just have to be a little bit more careful. Lovely ping, okay. Lovely ping, but I would just not get the Glock out here. Because you need to help your team, okay? You can just let this Reaper like do, especially because he's in LOS of this like Widow up here, you can just let him do whatever he wants, right? So literally, like, as soon as you see him, it's great that you like ping him and stuff. Just back away. Come and damage boost these guys. Like, get rid of like these guys like as quick as you can, and then your team can collapse onto the point and help the Reaper. Which if you end up doing, oh, we're a little bit indecisive. Nice pistoling though. Good aim. I just ping it. Nice ping. She's gonna go res probably. Maybe she didn't res. Okay. Get a little bit aggressive with the Glock here. Just same thing. Just sit and damage these people. Like, you're not going to secure a kill. My main thing with Mercy is just if you know you're not going to secure the kill, don't go for the Glock. Love the heat helping with the honor here. Okay, instead of this little super jump up here, I would look to super jump onto this high ground. It will then retain your height, and it also means that you can like basically stay away from this Junkrat as much as you can, because it forces the Junkrat to come to you basically. So just kind of as you can do like the crouch super jump, where obviously you can just press crouch and it'll send you directly up, and you can float away, or you can do an angled one, up to you. Obviously helping Anna, she ends up getting picked off. Okay, let's buy this up, because I feel as though this team fight's become a little bit messy. Okay, so yeah, it's at this point where it's like you should just kind of focus on being with your Sojourn. This has kind of like come from you being a little bit disorientated from trying to get this this Junkrat, right? Literally, all you need to do is just stick your blue beam on your Sojourn, right? Once she's here and she's slid under, you can just GA and just be up here. Alright, just stand up on this high ground. End up helping her, which is fine. You hear the Junkrat, which is great. That should have been a GA up to the high ground. Okay, when Anna gets trapped like this and she's below half HP and the Junkrat's right next to her, you cannot save her. There is absolutely no thing that you're going to save her here. There is nothing in the world that is going to save this Anna, okay? So, just leave her. Right? Leave her. Start shooting at the Sojourn, because then if you can get rid of this Junkrat quickly with this Sojourn, then it can give you an opportunity to res the Honor, possibly. It depends on how this team fight turns out, alright? So we end up staying on her a little bit too long. I would have then gone to this Sojourn. Okay, I feel as though your prioritization is a little bit off here, right? This Orisa is in the Remarchable, right? Which means she's going to be constantly taking that Remarchable damage, okay? You're not going to be able to help her out here. However, what you can do is you can help the Sojourn. The Junkrat's just got the health pack, so he's going to have a lot of health. If you go and help this Sojourn now and damage boost her, you can help get rid of this Junkrat. Sure, your Orisa's dead, okay? But it means that you've managed to get hold of this Sojourn. Hopefully it means that the Remarcher, because normally Remarchers, when they have their ult, they will tunnel vision hard on like whoever like is going for. You might be able to get a cheeky res of the Orisa behind here, okay? So this is just a bit of like beam prioritization where you're just in a little bit badly, where as soon as like you know that as soon as you know your Honor's trapped and that Junkrat focusing, you know what's it called? You're not, no, like she's not gonna survive basically. So you need to get your beam on the Sojourn and be with her instead. But we're gonna see what ends up happening. So she ends up dying. Obviously, Orisa ends up dying as well. And yeah, I just die. Good reset though. I like how I like how you know when you need to reset. Okay? But it's just, you just need to kind of like focus on, what's it called? You just need to focus on being on the right person at the right time. It's like that deeper like little bit of like knowledge of like the game and stuff like that, of like what people can survive and what people can't survive. So obviously lower the damage boost on the Widow as well as we're going in. Obviously this is when the Widow 1v1 like matters, compared to before, where this 1v1 actually matters, because it helps you push in. Obviously ends up going, which is great. Love how you're staying out of the way. Great. As soon as it's gone, lovely. Lovely peel for the Honor. I don't think this would have, no, because it's a concussion mine. I don't want to rewind it back. I was going to rewind back and say you could save your soldier, but actually it's a concussion mine that hits him. So this was great. I love this like hiding away from the tire. This is perfect, right? Okay, we go and peel for Anna, which is great. So as soon as GA comes back online, yeah, you won't be able to save soldier, that's fine. Helping Orisa. Ooh, okay. I love how you look to see whether you get this res, but this is a very risky res, okay? At this high ground, you can't, I think you can res here, but you can't res, basically, because you're stood on this white ledge, this increases the height and you can't res here, right? If it's just on this orange bit, this bit, you can, like this bit here, you can res, if you crouch down, okay? And obviously you were trying to do it. As soon as you see you can't do it, don't go for it, right? Because you still have this Widow Widow 1v1, remember? And as soon as, like, this Widow, what will happen is, as soon as she sees you going for this res, instead of trying to 1v1 this Widow, she will then go for you. As a Widow's going to be back so soon, so I tried to throw my head hitbox around, which is fine. You know, like, obviously, like, you trying to, like, throw it about and everything like that. If you do end up in a scenario like that, what's best is basically, Mercy's hitbox, when she's rezzing, she raises up her left arm to block her head hitbox. So if you ever get in that scenario, what you need to do is you need to actually, in this thing where you're stood, so you're rezzing this way, right? You need to turn this to block your head hitbox, because you turning this way leaves your head hitbox fully open because there's no animation thing that covers it there. If you turn and you turn this way, what happens is Mercy's arm comes up towards the end of the res, and this arm blocks the head hitbox. It basically means then that you will only take a body shot, which is what, like 100 and something. So it's not basically the normal headshot, like 200, blam, dead, you know, like you could actually get it off. It's a very risky res as well in general, because obviously, you know, especially if Remarch like turn around to come like punish you for it and stuff like that. So if you do end up, like, you know, you feel like you're gonna res, you realize this Widow is here, turn like this, and just basically, you basically want to be facing like this kind of general direction to stop the arm, you know, basically have the arm blocking your head hitbox, basically. I'm doing it in person, like people could see me, but obviously you guys can't, and it just probably looks so stupid. So it's helping Anna. That's a scenario where you can help her, which is great. I'm glad you kept the blue beam on her. Went with Valken. Well, so we do end up getting caught into the slow. Nice on the Widow, really good aim. Just focus on the fight, yeah. Nice heals on the Ana. Where's your soldier? Okay. My only thing is that you just need to kind of be wary, like the soldier. Once again, he is your main blue beam target. So it's fine, obviously, you're going, let's go and peel for your Ana and stuff like that in this Valk. Just try and keep half an eye on like where he is, because obviously it's great for you to go and damage boost him. Like now, for example. Because your Ana just ends up like kind of walking into everything. You can res. Very nice. So like as soon as Ana just gets some like really bad positioning like that, you can literally just, what's it called? You can just go and damage boost your soldier. But yeah, other than that, Fluffy, really good VOD, okay? Your beam management is really strong, and your positioning for the majority of the time is really good. Obviously, we did talk about those minor like few things, but honestly, it's minor stuff, right? What was it I was gonna say? What I need you to work on, I feel like, is it's very much kind of similar to the VOD I just did with B-Boobs, where it's very much you need to like know kind of a little bit more about the game. And what I mean by this is like, if you know like what your DPS want to do, then you can help them a lot better and be a little bit more proactive. Like for example, with the Widow 1v1, you can just leave them to it. Just leave them to it to shoot it out. You going in is just going to put you at risk and not help out with the 1v1. And then it's expanding your game knowledge a little bit more in the sense of knowing kind of Mercy's limit, because there are certain bits of damage where Mercy just cannot help, right? For example, there's the Ana where she was like stuck in the trap, she's like below half HP. You healing her cannot do anything there, because the Junkrat at these ranks is just going to hit every single shot, right? So what you want to be doing is you want to be going and help the Sojourn instead. Try to find a way that you might be able to help the scenario without healing, okay? Which is obviously going to your Sojourn. Other than that, aim was really good as well with the Glock. I would have maybe got it out a little bit sooner on the what's called the Junkrat from the first point. But apart from that, Fluffy, a really strong VOD. Just kind of expand that game knowledge a little bit more onto kind of what can Mercy do, right? So it's like, can Mercy out heal this? No. What else can I do instead of just wasting my time trying to heal this Ana, right? Sorry, I keep on going back to that part, but it's like, it's very kind of similar to that. And then with the res as well, right at the end, just remember that head hitbox thing, because obviously because I know a lot of people will just sit there and just like start spamming like really fast whenever they try and do the res. It doesn't do anything really. What you want to do is you want to kind of tilt that head hitbox just so that arm covers it basically. But yeah, thank you guys so much on Twitch as well on YouTube who've all been watching this. I hope you all enjoyed. Once again, you can get your own VOD views. They offer 5,000 channel points, and I do the VODs on Mondays. I also do my own games on Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays, and you guys are more than welcome to come and watch my games. Come and have a chat to my lovely community we have over there. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all later.